Hello, and welcome back to Quiet Time with Jenn, where we read for clarity, truth, and alignment. All right, let's take a breath and settle in for a second because the energy that we're stepping into this week, it's not loud, it's not chaotic in the way that we've seen before, but it is very active internally. This feels like a week where you've already made your decision and now you're sitting with it. And the question that keeps coming up is, did I make the right choice? Did I rush this? So let's walk through this energy together for the week of May 2nd through May 9th. Before we even touch the cards, let's talk about what's happening energetically because this isn't coming out of nowhere. Just last week, we had Uranus moving into Gemini, which is a huge transit because once in a lifetime, we're going to see this shift, and sudden mental shifts, perspective changes, and nervous system activations were a part of that energy. And then on May 1st, we had a full moon in Scorpio, which brought in emotional release, truth revealed, and lingering intensity. And so Scorpio is all about the transformation. And so that energy is just like really like honing in and making sure that the transformation takes. So the post full moon energy is processing, integration, and things settling, but not fully completely clear yet. So this is mind versus emotion energy, and they're not fully synced up yet. The numerology that I've been seeing. So, on top of that, the angel numbers that are coming through really loud right now are 909, literally screaming at me, is completion, closing out an old cycle, and stepping into a new version of yourself. The zero, it is representative of the void space that you are in right now. It's the in between where nothing feels certain yet. The new has not anchored yet. And then we have 313, which is support while you are rebuilding. You are not alone, even if it feels unstable right now. So this is the space between the timelines. The old is closing out. The new isn't fully formed yet. All right. So now then let's move over into the main energy of this week. And I've used the stained glass tarot for this energy this week. And so we've got quite the story that's coming out. And so our overall energy this week starts us with this Nine of Swords energy, which is mental overwhelm, overthinking, questioning everything. And so it's just, you're not settled in your decision. This is not settled energy at all. And the reason why is because of this Seven of Pentacles. And so you're reevaluating right now because you're in a whole new season, a whole fresh start. You're starting all over again. And you're wondering, was this worth it? And so if we remember the energy from this previous week, it was the murmuring in the wilderness. And so it's just like you're still just kind of, spinning in this, did I make the right decision? Am I sure that this is what I want to do? And so you're just evaluating everything. But this card is also a card of patience. It's telling you, you've got to give it time. You don't get your harvest the day that you plant your seed, but you're still sitting here in that energy of like you plant the seed and then you come back and you kind of dig it up and see what it's doing, and then you put it back and you plant the seed and put it, and you're just kind of, you keep digging it up, and it's like the pot, the what is it, the water, if you watch the pot, the watch pot never boils. Is that what they say? The watch pot never boils. That's what we're doing here. We're just like micromanaging this thing, and we're not trusting that the efforts that we're making, that all the intentions, all of the energy, that we are in, complete alignment with ourselves to be able to create this new stable energy for ourselves. So the emotional undercurrent is this Two of Swords. And so this is not certainty. This is, again, did I make the right decision? Did I rush this? And that's where I'm coming in with this Knight of Swords energy is the challenge, because it feels like you moved really quickly. It feels like, I mean, because it's like once you knew what you wanted, you just moved. You made the decisions. Once you knew, once it clicked, it was like, okay, yes, this is the way that I need to go. And we know this from this bottom of the deck energy was the King of Swords. And so you made it from a place of clarity, but this is also a place devoid of emotion. And so right here where we're at, we've got the decision was made out of, again, clarity, but the emotions were not considered in that. And so now then we're feeling that piece come in. And that's the only thing that's causing us like this, confusion or even the anxiety of this is, just like the emotion and the mind, the heart and the mind, they don't seem to be saying the same thing right now. But the opportunity here is actually really good. We have the Two of Cups. Now, this is what you did this for, because we were looking at over the past month, we've really been looking at our relationships and inspecting, the alignment of our closest relationships. And we made the decision that the relationship that we were in was not in alignment with where we are right now or where we want to be. And so that's why you are in this void energy now. And now then you're just like, okay, but now what? And you're like waiting for the, next aligned partnership or for a realignment of the past partnership to show up. And this is the thing, if you can stay the course, this card tells us that we will get there. We will get our, this is a card that's representative of divine partnerships. And so unified partnerships. This is, high level soulmate energy. If you stay to your standards that you set, and, your emotions are going to be speaking one thing, but you know what your standards are, because that's where you made this decision right here with this with this King of Swords energy. And so, again, this is a heart and mind battle. And that's usually what this card right here, the Two of Swords, typically tells us. It's like my heart wants one thing, my mind wants another, and those things aren't, meshing up. That has us kind of over in our heads right now about, is this life lining up to what we want it to? Because it's early in the process. It's early in this renewal process. And so you've got to give it time. And so we're going to look at some deeper questions here, because this is the part where most people start to spiral, because the discomfort makes you think that you made the wrong decision. But what if that's not what's actually going on? What if this is just what it feels like to sit in a decision that actually just changed your life for the better? Both of those may be true, You might just not know that this is how it feels before the really good thing happens. Just stick it out long enough. Just sit in this energy long enough for this new pattern, this new, like the new things that you're doing, the new things that you're setting in place, and the standards to set so that you can guarantee you get into this Two of Cups alignment. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull some more energy with this. To get a more fuller understanding of this story. So we've got the base energy. I want to know what we need to do with it. So the next question is, are you actually out of alignment or just uncomfortable because this is new? We have the Five of Wands. And Five of Wands is internal discomfort. And you're kind of looking around, you're checking other people's paper right now. And so, like, you've got to sit just with the discomfort just a little bit longer to get the internal alignment sorted out. If you take fear out of this, what is still true? The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about your expectations, the things that you're waiting for, the things that you're wanting, all of those things, your standards that you set with this King of Swords energy, those are still true for you. You are still waiting for those to line up because you left the old situation because they didn't meet those same standards for you. And so even the old situation has to line up to your new standards in order for it to return as well. And so it's like you've got to hold your standards. You've got to, like this is the be patient. We keep getting told right here, be patient, hold your standards because this is how you get into alignment with them. All right. Are you trying to evaluate something that hasn't had time to grow yet? We have the Ace of Cups. And so this is like your heart is just so ready. Your heart is so ready. You have so much love to give. And so it's ready to pour out. But it's like you want this equal partnership. You want this divine partnership. So you've got to hold out for the right alignment, or else that cup is going to get drained empty and it's not going to feel as good. And you're going to be right back in the same place that you were, that you just got yourself out of. Okay, so is this urge to act coming from clarity or from anxiety? We have the Five of Swords. This is just like, you don't like the way this feels because it doesn't feel like anybody wants, because you still love those people. You still, want to be a part of, those people's lives, and they probably still want to be a part of yours. And it's just like, none of this feels good. It just doesn't feel good. But what you were in didn't feel good either, or else you wouldn't have made the decision that you did. So this is the only way. You've got to sit in the discomfort long enough for the changes to take, for the new standard to take. That's why you did this. Are you missing the person or the pattern that you were used to? We have the Knight of Cups, and I think you're missing the person in this. I mean, because that's your love. Because again, you still have your feelings are still there. Your feelings can be completely true, and your logic and standards can be completely true as well. These just, here's what I feel for this person, but here's still what I need. Those still can completely both be true at the same time. And that's what, this Two of Swords energy is battling, is because both of those are true at this moment. And it's like you're wanting this person to line up to this, and that can happen, but only if you keep to your standards, only if you sit in the discomfort long enough, only if you let the Seven of Pentacles really take root and start to grow something new from this. Does going back align with what you said you wanted, or just what feels familiar? We have the Ten of Cups. So this is interesting. So there may be a return, but I don't think it's a return to the old pattern. So it will feel good. It will feel good. Definitely feels familiar. It definitely fills you up, in the emotional sense. But I still don't think, because with the 10 energy, 10 is completion energy. The old pattern is over. The only way you can get to a 10 of cups, experience in even an old connection, is for the realignment here to your new standards. So what would it look like to give this space instead of trying to fix it? We have the Page of Wands. So this is just letting go of the need for it to be anything and letting it just be. This is, just have fun again, be curious, just do what feels good. Keep the energy light. Don't try to anchor it into anything. Don't try to make it into anything. And just as long as it feels good, go with that. Just continue to, and it's just little steps at a time. It's just like, let your curiosity lead you, and don't like try to force it into anything. It's like, that's what I keep feeling with that, is the it's like a child just playing, and he plays as long as it feels good. And the minute it doesn't feel good, he's off to something else, right? So that's kind of the same way that you need to be. The approach you need to have with this right now is just let it be light, let it be fun, let it be joy, and let it naturally take you to where you are meant to be. Because I mean, I feel like that's what we're still heading to with this Two of Cups, because that's still the opportunity here. But this is how we get there. It's through this energy of light and alignment, and not through the old patterns, not through trying to force something to be something that it's not. You've just got to sit in the discomfort just long enough, again, for the new roots to take. And then it's going to start feeling a lot better for you. You're going to have a lot more just confidence in the decision that you've made here. And I mean, you made it from a place of clarity. It's the only reason why you feel just a little bit scared about this is because you made it quickly with this Knight of Swords energy, and you made it without the emotion. This was a non-emotional decision. Okay, so you didn't make the wrong decision. You're just not used to what alignment feels like yet. So if this message is resonating with you and you're feeling this in your own situation, the extended reading is where we go deeper and pull back the layers, where we're going to look at what's actually happening beneath the surface, what's real, what's fear, and what's coming into alignment from here. And if you're stuck in that space of not knowing what voice to trust, my intuition versus overthinking download is there to help you sort through that. And that's going to be down in the description box below. I also have the body speak to help you when you're, in these anxiety moments. So that's one that is going to be, you can find all of this on my website, theawakenedjenn.com. And if you need personal clarity, my truth sessions are open, and that's where we go directly into your situation. Again, theawakenedjenn.com. All right, so take a breath. You're not lost. You're just learning how to trust yourself in a new way. All right, guys, until next time, I will see you later.